Hi everyone, my name's Sophia. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Yes, I am standing. I want to try something with you today. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the macro, the micro. The macro is the planets, the stars. The micro is the small, and I'm going to talk to you how they are connected because they are very important. But first, why am I standing? I want you to stand up and try this test with me. I learned this from Tony Robbins because I done his relationship course for the soulmates. So I want you to stand up and put your feet together and get your finger and point it out in front of you. Then I want you to turn it as most comfortable as you can. So just do that. Then in this position, what I would like you to do is close your eyes. So do this whilst I'm talking to you. So close your eyes and I want you to visualize what I just said. So I want you to visualize you putting up your finger in front of you and feel it more and feel more excited, feel it as it is like a game. So visualize a finger pointing up in front of you. Now I want you to think about like as if you're a child and you get excited about it, so you can do things like twice as much. So I want you to visualize you turning around your finger clockwise, but doing it double, 3 times as much, and feeling and seeing with inner vision your finger going all the way around. Now I want to visualize you thinking you're like an owl, like the head going all the way around. You're turning your body all the way around. So once again, visualize your finger right in front of you and turning all the way around and feel yourself shifting all the way around to another position. So now stand there still, open up your eyes and do that again. Point your finger in front of you and then turn yourself all the way around. Now, I want to ask you the question, did you move yourself more? Did you feel yourself shift more than the first time? Now, this is important. Now, I'm not saying that you spun your whole body around, no. But didn't you shift far more than what you did when I said, and this is important, I started off by stating, I want you to move your body to where you are comfortable. This is very important. If you do things, most humanity do things that they are comfortable to do. And the reason why I state about closing your eyes is because when you go within, there's no limits. Because we as humans are unlimited, multi-dimensional beings. So when you tap within, you have an inner knowing and confidence that you can achieve far more. On the outside world, you have a belief and a comfort zone inner the box that you can't achieve things. Your inner world is completely different because there is nothing external in your inner world to tell you anything other. When you tap within, you connect with the planetary systems as above, so below. That is why you moved further the second time, because I said tap within, feel. This planet is a feeling frequency. So you felt that you could do and achieve more. So that is what I'm going to talk about in this video, as above, so below, as within, so without. So I'm going to pause it here, get back into my classic spot, and let's talk more about the planets. Yes, back to normal. So hopefully with the demonstration I just done, you can kind of understand the bigger concept of what I was trying to get at. And that little tiny little tapping within is massive, and exactly why you are here, important as you are. Because most look with their eyeballs, which is limited, plus in a comfort zone from a belief that they can't achieve. So what I am here to do is to push you out of that belief system, because when you tap within, you achieve far more. even with the 95% of negativity. Why? Because you're tapping within, and our life, our world, our universe is within. Outside here, even if you don't comprehend it with the logical mind, because our mind is supposed to go into the universe. We're supposed to rise above the logic into the universal mind. So even if you don't understand that the outside world is an illusion, by tapping in, hence why all my work I give you, my programs, is for you to go within, you achieve far more. This is also why I believe David is very important and essential as well, because we live off this planet, so he grounds you, but he is a life coach. So he is connected with me. So we combine both worlds. Most life coaches out there tell you what to do on the outside world. Go do yoga. Go do what you feel comfortable doing, what you enjoy, but not the inside. With both of us combined, your world, you understand, is on the inside. Then David helps you to achieve your outside world as well. So life coaches that don't tap within or have connection with people that tap within only help you do what is outside. And as I stated, the world outside is an illusion. You create your world from inside out. This is why the imagination is created, because the imagination helps you to achieve things that you think you cannot, as it is an impossibility. The imagination is the impossible. I am actually making a deck with David, but the deck I'm creating, which is a mythical deck, because a deck of cards, tarot cards. I am completing tarot cards so that you can teach how I teach tarot as well, which I'm going to add a training course so you know everything. Because when I do tarot, I tap into the planetaries, I tap into Kabbalah, and I tap into the cards. So I want to try to teach you, as I am the teacher of the teachers, how I read cards. Plus I'm creating a mythical deck. The mythical deck, which the lady who's creating it, called Fran, who's an amazing artist, I'm going to get her to create mythical creatures so that you can try to, because when I channel, it's more about upstairs, and then I convert it to what I see in the card. It's not necessarily everything that I see on the card, you see, because if it was so, then when I tap within you, I'm not holding cards with the image reading. So the mythical deck is for you to open up your mind into the other realms of imagination, because you're not tapping into the other three worlds: emotions, air, the swords, and the fire, ethers. This world, we're doing things the wrong way round. You want things to happen in this world, you do it from this world, inside first. So it's very, very, very important. So I don't want to go into too much about the planetaries, but I want to talk a little bit about Mercury. Now, retrograde simply means Mercury, the planet, and Mercury planet is connected with communication. Because of I've put on my website, and if you can't pay or you're having issues with PayPal, because my website's here, PayPal's over here. The website, right, are different, but everyone emails me, can't connect to PayPal. I'm like, well, if you're on my site, my site's perfectly fine. But it's not even PayPal. You lot have to understand about the planetary systems, because there is connected. The macro is connected to the micro. Macro means large. Micro means small. We are small, obviously smaller than planets. Doesn't mean one is better than the other. It's just as above, so below. So why Mercury is important? Because Mercury is Gemini. Retrograde simply means Mercury, the planet, comes closer to planet Earth. So retrograde means it's closer to the planet, so it's heightened to our awareness. So as it's the planet of communication, it messes up communication, because Mercury is a planet of communication. And I was saying about my website and PayPal, it's not necessarily PayPal website has gone down. Mercury is a planet of communication. So it's interfering with the energetic waves of the internet, because it's coming closer to the awareness of planet Earth, closer to it. So it's interference, right? The energy rays of Mercury. It does that for a reason, so that you understand and get into your awareness that it's about communication. So internet is about how we communicate, because we're communicating with each other. That's why if it's in retrograde, anything that is associated with communication, which is laptops, I'm communicating with you now. So if you can't hear me, this cuts off, or it starts, bleeping or something like that. Communication. If you can't get through to someone, communication. If you have an off with your person, communication. It's teaching us how to communicate properly. How? Tapping within. No issues when you tap within with communication. The planetary systems are there to help us. We don't need the external eyeballs. The external eyeballs is only for us to experience this planet, period. That's it. The feeling frequency is how we experience it. So retrograde happens often so that you understand about how to communicate. So you stop that and you're understanding, well, if, say, for example, Mercury is in retrograde, and you're on your laptop and you're working and it keeps cutting out, then you're supposed to tap within, and it's like, okay, I'm not supposed to progress on doing what I'm supposed to be doing, for example. You're supposed to be tapping within. I had a reading with someone, and hopefully she's listening, and she said she was going to look to move somewheres, and then it was raining and she got lost and she had to get a cab, and the cab took so much money, and she was like, oh, the universe is against me moving to this location. I said to her, no, the universe is you. So they are supporting you. Maybe you're not supposed to look at that location and move to that location. But most of you take it as a negative, you see, because you're in your comfort zone, in your box. So you have to learn to come out of your comfort zone and tap within. Whatever is going on, they are helping you. This planet is of polarity, as above, so below, as within, so without, negative or positive. Most on planet Earth, when something negative happens, oh, it's negative. Oh, it's negative. My life is always shit. My life is... It's not for you to focus on the negative. People say change it and stuff like that. It's for you to look at it and recognize, what should I do different? Not for you to think my life is always shit. This is the comfort zone. This is the belief system. You see? The planetaries help you. The sun is your heart chakra, because it's the heart of the matter. Matter is an energetic frequency, quantum physics, right? There are inner planets within us and outer planets. Let me see if I get them. There are the sun, moon, Mercury, Mars and Venus are classed in astrology as the inner planets. But there's more, because each chakra, crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus and all the rest of them, right? And the top half is the feminine, the emotions. The bottom are the masculine, right? The yin and the yang, the polarity of planet Earth. So each planet, let me try to see if I remember. Oh my gosh. The crown is connected to, is it Pluto? Let me see. Pluto, and it's connected with obviously spirituality, the other realms, higher consciousness. The third eye is connected to Mercury, which is sight. Mercury retrograde. That's why third eye is important, because what people think when something goes wrong, because it's Mercury retrograde, is that we look with their eyeballs and think, The shit's hitting the fan. Mercury is third eye. Third eye is insight. Have wisdom. Third eye. So when Mercury goes retrograde, which is closer in your awareness, and communication fucks up, right? This person got on the wrong bus, so the communication of the bus numbers or the bus driver gave her the wrong communication. You lot don't get to the nitty-gritties. You see, it's all communication. Someone communicated for her to get onto this bus. The bus driver didn't communicate to her, but it's going in the wrong direction. So she got off and didn't understand how to communicate where to go to somewhere else. Do you see what I mean? It's all communication. So look inside when something happens wrong with communication, or change it. Because Mercury is third eye. The throat is connected with awareness, which is, the throat is connected with Venus, which is awareness and communication. That's why they all awareness. Sorry, I just got download. Awareness and communication. That's why they're all both together with the throat and the third eye. So it's so you're aware how you communicate. It's stopping us as well from. Okay, I'll give you an example. Say you had an offer with your person, right? You can do that all day long because their third eye and throat's connected, right? If you pulled back and didn't say anything, I promise you, your person over there will be worried more than the words that you say. They'll be like, oh, this is different, this is unusual, and try to figure out the situation. So that's why the throat and the awareness is connected together. The heart is obviously the sun, which is about clarity and abundance. You see, you have to connect with your heart. Balance out the yin and the yang, because most of your persons over there is logical thinking. And logic does not connect with the planetaries, hence why they will always try to think themselves out of the situation. I promise you they're still stuck in that situation, because logic, I repeat, does not connect with your true authentic self. That's why they always are stuck. They're trying to think, oh, it makes sense. I've got to make it make sense. It doesn't make sense because you're not supposed to make sense, because they think it's stupid to connect with the heart. Well, the heart doesn't make you understand what is right for someone who's attacking you, such as, for example, baby's mum. But if you tapped into the heart, then you might understand that baby's mum, for example, is has low self-worth, looks to you to provide, and look at how she feels lost, and then you'll just allow. The heart is obviously the main focus and the center. It's nurturing. Without the sun, obviously, this planet dead, you know, it's all darkness. So it is important to tap into the heart, but you guys don't tap into your heart as well. The lower chakras are the balancing out the masculine. So I don't want to really talk about them because of this is for you, but you still, some of you as well, still need to connect with the solar plexus, the root, because of which is the lower chakras, which is the masculine, because some of you are too harsh. My person's a fucking idiot and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Saw comment with someone, oh, how do I get rid of my twin flame? They're too much. Obviously new to the channel, because I never talk about getting rid of your person unless you get to my stage when you work on yourself, and then, you know, if they jog on, you don't really care because you're just so into yourself anyway, you see. But you still need to connect with the lower the lower chakras to align so that you have a balance of yin and yang. So you're not too over yappy, but you're still not too soft so they walk all over you. People say about setting boundaries, yes, but once working on the inside, as you said, you just do things that you just naturally do because it's a feeling frequency. So you feel your chakras. So the chakras are important. I said there's inner planets, like I said, all the chakras. Most of you know, Mars, Jupiter, the sacral, the roots, and all the chakras, because most of you do that. You know of it, of the sacral, and all the chakras. That's why the Kundalini the Kundalini exercise, which I have when you purchase me, is to align all the chakras, which is important so that you can go out through your crown and connect with your higher consciousness. But if you have darkness within you, it won't work. It won't work. It's only temporary. It's only getting to the 5% of the conscious mind. That's why it's only temporary. So the chakras is important. It's very important. The outer planets, the inner planets, it affect your day to day. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars and Venus affect your day to day. That's why the tarot readers are Sun, Moon, Venus and stuff like that. You know, because they talk about the planetary, they don't even explain it. It's because it's to do with your day to day. The outer planets, the macro, the micro, the as within, the as without. Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus and Pluto are the outer planets. Now they take longer to go through you. So that's why I say check all your planetary, we are all star signs, but check the other planets because they affect your long-term goals as well. They move slowly through the atmosphere and stuff like that. So most, and I said this in another video, that most don't believe in that. You know, I had one person who emailed me, she said she couldn't get through, and I said it's retrograde. She says she don't believe in it. I didn't say anything, and I was like, well, you have to believe in it. You have to. Most on planet Earth know their star sign. Why are they so bothered about their star sign? Their star sign, right? You know, I'm a Taurus. I'm stubborn. You know, I like to get my pentacles and blah blah blah. For example, right? Oh, do you know that Mercury retrograde is in communication? So be careful what you are saying to your person because it might affect them. They'll be like, what are you talking about? Oh, but you just said you're a Taurus, you're a Taurus, you're a Taurus. That's a planet. And your personality, your being is affected by how you was born, but you don't think the other planets affect you? This is what we are here. 2020 is very important because of it's the new wave for how we have to teach people. Because most, even Tony Robbins, and I learned a lot from him, but I didn't feel connected. I still felt it wasn't right because I was quite successful with my SOULMATE channel, but I was still relating to people. And the words relating, sitting there and telling someone what your wants is and what you want them to do for you is not what this planet frequency was created for. It was all about you following your wants, your person following their wants, and then you're both happy and then you align. That's it. That's the law. It's simple. This world wasn't supposed to be complicated. We're supposed to be born, going within, connecting with ourselves. We didn't need to know about all these chakras and alignments. Once you connect within, you connect without. That's it. That's it. But as the world goes on and, science and stuff, we find out how we're connected. And then you realize this world isn't real. Everything shows up from what you want inside on your outer world. This is the new inside world. So hopefully this has been good for you. And thanks for listening.